What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, we're going to be starting off with an interesting video titled Toxic Fumes in Airplanes Sickening Passengers. It doesn't just make them sick. Apparently, it's causing brain damage. So, you know, there's that. That's good. More reasons to fly on a plane. Then we got a very short but interesting video titled Dearborn's Mayor Abdullah Hamand or somebody shut down a Christian resident and branded him an Islamophobe. This is in Dearborn, Michigan. This is the highest concentrated population of Muslims in the U.S., but the mayor, I guess, is off the rails, talking about he would throw a parade if this guy moved out of town. I don't know. I don't think he should be where he's at. Then we got a video titled Memphis Residents React to Trump's National Guard Deployment. Kind of mixed reviews there, but if Memphis wasn't such a shithole right now, National Guard wouldn't be there. Then we got a video from earlier today, President Trump smoking a reporter before heading out to the UK. Then we got another Trump video. It's titled Trump Sues New York Times for $15 billion doll hairs, alleging defamation. It's actually 2 counts. Then we got a video that is titled Cory Booker versus Kash Patel exchange fiery words at Senate hearing, saying it's my time. A little back and forth there. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Cats versus Horses. Then we got getting back into the news. Charlie Kirk mourned at U.S. Capitol as NYPD warns of further violence. This is a follow-up, couple more details on what's going on, all relating to Charlie Kirk. Then we got a video titled ABC's Matt Gutman says that the message of the shooter confessing to a murder, Charlie Kirk, were very touching. This is... I should have wrote a note. I didn't realize what that was. We're going to play these back to back. I think this is from earlier today. There was a press briefing, more details on the shooter and all of that kind of stuff. But this reporter is like gushing over the shooter's confession or so. I don't know. Celebrating the assassin, because that's what Democrats do. Then we got a video titled Judge Dismisses Terrorism Charges Against Luigi Mangioni's case there, but he keeps the murder charge. He has a federal murder charge which could bring him the death penalty, but the terrorism charges just got dropped, which I kind of not surprised that happened, but either way. Then we got, speaking of assassins, we got Ryan Routh's trial. It's a follow-up. It's titled New Evidence Includes Receipts and Handwritten Notes. Let me write this down really quick before I forget. There we go. Then we got a video titled Suspect Fired 24 Shots at Off-Duty Florida Officer 2 hours after getting gun. Sheriff says they're calling this an assassination of a sheriff. No, it's an officer. I don't think it's an assassination. I would need more details to be that. I think they're kind of misusing this probably because of what happened last week, but either way. Then for the last little bit of the news, we got Lefties losing it, and this one's titled F Around and Find Out, Lefty Expelled for Celebrating Charlie Kirk's Assassination. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Beck Frank. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Both of them were provided by Ghostly. First one's titled A Little Rain Dance. And our official funny video of the day is titled Hypnosis. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Snooks? What's up, Donna Sparks? What's up, Simply Witchy? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up, Russell? What's up, Turbo? And what's up, Tin Man? Happy freedom, you guys. Let me see. Make sure we got everybody. I think so. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Elder Zoomer, you were first today. I appreciate you racing the chat there. We're going to have to put new batteries in Mac the Goat. Happy freedom to you, Elder Zoomer. What's up, Beck Frank? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Freed the Texan? What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Turbo, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Maggie? What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Scrolling through here. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom. I think we got everybody. Make sure you hit that like button over on Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? It's just me and you, I guess, Snooks. Happy freedom, you hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Richard? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. What's up, Tube Steak? Happy freedom to you. Whoa, my chat just jumped. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Goth? Happy freedom to you. You are on the wrong platform, Goth. You guys are all welcome to hit the like button as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get into things. We're going to start off with this one. It's an easy one. It's titled Toxic Fumes in Airplanes Sickening Passengers. And like I said, it's not just making people sick. It's causing brain damage, I guess, which I don't know. With the way things have been going lately, I don't think we can afford to have any form of brain damage. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we've made steel tumblers in this design. Today I got on the Plain Jane Hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
We know planes are one of the top sources of air pollution, but now it's the air inside the planes themselves that are reportedly making people sick. A new report has a dire warning for flyers as doctors warn toxic fumes leaking into some plane cabins may be giving flyers brain damage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please breathe through your clothing. Stay low.
A new concern in the skies, toxic fumes leaking into airplane cabins. A new exclusive report from the Wall Street Journal exposing a sharp spike in incidents reported to the FAA. 7 times higher on Airbus A320s than on Boeing 737s. JetBlue and Spirit, both of which primarily use Airbus aircraft, have seen a 660% jump in these events since 2016. The problem centers on the bleed air system, air drawn through engines that can get contaminated when oil seals fail. When it happens, passengers and crew say the odor is unmistakable. They describe the smell as a wet dog or solvent-like.
But I smell something and started taking up. I was like, that smells like electrical something.
If there's an oil leak, if there's a hydraulic leak, it'll vaporize because the bleed air is extremely hot. I have absolutely no idea what they're breathing. It just depends on what that leak is. But again, not supposed to have this. There are seals that should be working, and clearly in many of these cases that we're hearing about, it's not happening.
There have been emergency landings, flight crews falling ill, even passengers using oxygen masks. The FAA confirms thousands of reports since 2010, but in a statement, it says it has strict cabin air standards, and studies have shown cabin air is as good as the air found in offices and homes, but it admits mechanical failures can let toxic fumes seep in. Critics point out there's no federal requirement for cabin air monitoring, even after decades of complaints.
We've actually had mishaps of guys and gals, aviators dying, passing out, getting sick, just being absolutely destroyed. The chickens are coming home to roost.
Airlines and plane makers have long minimized the risk.
If Uncle Sam knows aviators are getting sick, aviators are crashing and dying because of these bleed air issues, but they really haven't grounded the fleet. They're just kind of, oh, that's a problem, we should look into it. Well, the airlines ain't going to do anything about it. Boeing wears 2 hats. Boeing's a huge commercial airline and defense contractor. So one part of Boeing sees the other part just kind of shrugging. Hey, they're not coming after us. I guarantee you the commercial air side is doing the same thing.
But with new data and growing pressure, lawmakers and regulators may soon face a choice: disregard the danger or finally crack down on cabin air safety. And FAA investigators did formally acknowledge that bleed air does contain toxic contaminants.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, so like I said, more reasons to fly On these airlines here, every day they give you new reasons to do it, and it's so expensive to fly. Thank God you're getting brain damage, so you're more inclined to make those payments without feeling stressed about it. They're saying toxic fumes leaking into the cabin is causing brain damage to its passengers, and it smells like a wet dog. I don't know how that all comes to be, but it does. And that there's no federal requirement for cabin air monitoring, so I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Either way, next up, we got another interesting video. It's Dearborn's Mayor Abdullah Hamand, or however you say his name. He's shutting down a Christian resident and branded him an Islamophobe. This is in Dearborn, Michigan here. I don't know. It's not good. Either way, it's coming up. Well, we might as well just hop into it. It's literally 20 seconds, but we're going to hop into this really quick, then we'll hop in the chat. This guy's a piece of shit, and he should no longer have his job. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
I mean, Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You are an Islamophobe, and although you live here, I want you to know, as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
Okay, so that guy's going off the rails there. Now, I guess they were having some sort of town hall or something like that. It says Dearborn's mayor, whatever his name is, called him an Islamophobe for objecting to the city naming a street after Osama Simblani, openly supports jihadists, and has praised terror groups like Hezbollah. The mayor tells him you are not welcome here and says he'll throw a parade if the man was to move out of the city. I don't know. I think that piece of shit should be pulled down, but that's just my opinion. Either way, next up, Memphis residents react to President Trump deploying the National Guard to Memphis. Mixed reviews. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about what's going on in Dearborn, Michigan, as well as getting brain damage on your next flight. Russell Lee's a piece of shit. Yeah, it definitely seems like it. Russell, okay, I've never been on a plane that was filled with smoke. Yeah, I've never seen that either. I would definitely be concerned. I'm always concerned on planes. I'm like a chihuahua. I'm like just sitting there all shaking and shit. I hate being on planes. Turbo, word of the day, testicular fortitude. All right. You guys see that Rumble redid their logo, so now it's got the bars and stars in their logo. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. It says, don't forget to like, share, or don't forget to follow, like, share, and repost. If we get enough hooligans, Jeff will auction off Klaus. No, I can't auction off the Klaus. But thank you so much, Ramsey. Really appreciate it. What's up, DCat? Happy freedom. DCat, those people are nuts down there. Thank God I live in northern Michigan. Yeah. Dearborn is crazy. Somebody should do something about that. What's up, Dustin D? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy freedom. What's up, Def Con? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Goth, he can't talk about Hezbollah being bad? No, apparently he wants him to leave town. That's so crazy. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. Defcon, you're better off on a go on the wing than inside these planes these days. Yeah, I mean, you're better off walking, honestly. I don't know. I never like being on a plane, but I definitely don't want to be on a plane now. Seeing pieces fall out of the sky, planes colliding, planes having trouble communicating, now they fill up with smoke. Oh, by the way, we're going to do an unboxing. I almost forgot. We're going to do that. But yeah, not interested in being on a plane right now. What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom. What's up, Obnoxious Guy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom. Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. Let's get those likes up. Cass, no way you'd catch my ass on a plane. Yeah, not right now. Things are not well. for air travel. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Starn? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Starn, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 23 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Stern. Thank you so much. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom. Thank you for letting me know, Corey Luca. What's up, Wayne? Happy freedom. What's up, Harold? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Salty Squirrel? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tactical? Happy freedom. Just watched the court appearance of Kirk Shooter. Yeah. What's up, Mike Ingalls? What's up, Leonardo? Happy freedom. Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Watchman, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Memphis residents react to Trump's National Guard deployment. It's kind of a mixed reviews here. I don't know. Most of them who are mad don't even know why they're mad. They're not worried about a federal takeover, which is what they should be worried about. They're just mad that somebody's cleaning up the streets. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
From having been born and raised here, the people that live here are very, I think, self-sufficient, and I think our military and people that we have here are very capable of taking care of what's going on here in Memphis without any outside intrusion.
I think it's highly unnecessary, but I mean, I don't really think it's gonna stop it either, though. I'ma just be honest. This is Memphis we talk about. I don't think he stepped foot in Memphis for real. Understood what's really going on out here. It ain't nothing to get under control. It's just a city. It's the city we stay in.
Got some mixed thoughts about it because, for one thing, it's like he finna bring them over here to make this a war zone. Or something like we're overseas somewhere, like they do when they go to war.
Okay, so like I said, mixed reviews there, but the people that are upset, they don't even know why. Bald-headed chick saying, well, this is just the way the city is. No, see, that's what's wrong with everything, is people saying, well, it's always been that way. Yeah, no, that's not right. That shit is not right. I've always hated that since I was like a teenager. Like, well, you know, it's always been that way. Well, then that's the place where you need to start fixing things. When you got people saying shit like that, that's part of the problem right there. So hopefully they actually clean up Memphis so we don't have to cover stories like we did. The last story we covered from Memphis was the 4 kids being shot by the 2 unknown people that were all blacked out with masks shooting through the front door of the house just for no reason. I can't remember what time. It was like 2:30 in the morning or something. Shot 4 kids. But no, Memphis doesn't need to be cleaned up. I'm like, oh, okay. Either way, next up, we got Trump smoking a reporter. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about National Guard going to Memphis. For the Texan, just because it's always been that way doesn't make it right. That is right. Done, the ones against it are afraid that they'll get busted for their criminality. Yeah, probably. I don't understand any logical excuse for being upset that Memphis would be getting cleaned up. Same thing with Chicago. They're always complaining how 100 people get shot over the weekend, and then they want to clean it up, and then they're like, oh, well, we don't want that. Well, why? Like, what if it's you getting shot? What if it's your kid getting shot? Then you'd want somebody to clean it up. DCAT, if I can't drive there, I don't want to go. That's how I am too. I'd much rather be on a road trip than fly on a plane. Elder Zoomer, it's always been that way. Yep, that's the problem. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. Meta. Oh, we're going to be doing an unboxing later on. I don't know who sent me what yet. We'll figure it out. Starting this already a war zone? Yeah. National Guard shows up. Oh, they're trying to turn it into a war zone. No. They're there because crime is that high. Karen, happy freedom to you. I live here and it's very bad in Memphis, Tennessee. Take my word for it. I was born here and I know what I'm talking about. Well, they're lying. Take my word for it. I live here, born here. It's bad here. Yep, I believe you, Karen. Screaming Eagle, I'm pissed off about the state of my country. Yep, it's pretty understandable. It's been a crazy couple weeks. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Trump's smoking this reporter. Now, I was going to play the whole back and forth president. Well, let's do this. Let's do this because I could still do it, I suppose. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to see the entire video of President Trump responding to the press. It is 20 minutes long. Drop a 2, drop a deuce in the chat if you'd rather watch Trump smoking a reporter, because this video is only 2 minutes long. So it's up to you. If we cover the whole back and forth, we'll get to hear President Trump respond to the press and all of the questions they have. If you don't give a shit about that, we could just play the funny part of it, which is only 2 minutes long. So we'll give you guys a second to respond, because I did switch it out. I was going to play it, and I was like, nah, we don't need to sit here for 20 minutes. Yeah, I think that's how everybody's feeling. Seeing lots of 2s. Corey Luca, Glenn is going to be covering Charlie Kirk's show at noon tomorrow. Today's Daily Wire people. The chat was ripping Ben Shapiro. YouTube don't like. What are you talking about? Interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Corey Luca. All right, so everybody is saying let's play the short version. What's up, B Money? Happy freedom to you. All right, let's get this pulled up real quick. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. Like I said, this is President Trump smoking a reporter. Let's get those likes up, hooligans.
Genocide in Gaza.
They voted on that?
They have a new report out saying multiple acts of genocide.
When it comes to a vote, we'll see what happens. That'll come to a vote, but we'll see what happens.
And what do you make Pam Bondi saying she's going to go after hate speech? Is that, I mean, a lot of your allies say hate speech is free speech.
She'll probably go after people like you because you treat me so unfairly. It's hate. You have a lot of hate in your heart. Maybe they'll come after ABC. Well, ABC paid me $16 million recently for a form of hate speech, right? Your company paid me $16 million for a form of hate speech. So maybe they'll have to go after you. Look, we want everything to be fair. It hasn't been fair. And the radical left has done tremendous damage to the country. But we're fixing it. We have right now the hottest country anywhere in the world. And remember, 1 year ago, our country was dead. And now Washington, D.C. is fixed, and I fixed it. The mayor was fine. The mayor was just fine, okay? The mayor had the sick city for many years. She's been mayor for many years. The one that fixed it was me and my people, and it is so safe. You should take your beautiful wife tonight and have dinner down there. You won't be shot. You won't be accosted. You won't even be looked at incorrectly by anybody. Washington, D.C. is safe. Now we're going to Memphis, where it's pretty rough, to put it mildly. And then we're going to have to go. A friend of mine who is a big railroader, he stops in all the cities. He knows every city. He said, sir, you have to save Chicago. So I'm going to go to Chicago early against Pritzker. Pritzker's nothing. If Pritzker was smart, he'd say, please come in. So last week, over the last week and a half, 11 people in Chicago were killed, murdered, and 38 were shot. And then Pritzker...
All right, so President Trump responded to the press there, but kind of gunning after that guy who is suggesting that President Trump was going to send authority after hate speech, because hate speech is free speech, of course. We all know that. President Trump was like, maybe we'll send him after you. How about that? People didn't know what to say. Next up, President Trump suing New York Times for $15 billion alleging defamation. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat real quick and see what you hooligans think about President Trump smoking that reporter. Turbo dropping the titties in the chat. Very nice. Russell Pritzker is a dumbass. He is a dumbass. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kim RS? Happy freedom. For the text him, Ben was co-hosting Kirk's show. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are supposed to be doing that. I saw a lot of people making posts on X over the last couple days, but I've been trying to stay off the internet because I'm just, I don't know. On one hand, I'm tired of people exploiting what happened to Charlie Kirk just so they can get views and stuff. But then I'm also tired of seeing the video over and over again. I've seen him get shot in the neck like from 18 different angles at this point. I'm tired of seeing that. And I'm tired of seeing the people who are like either celebrating his death or bitching about how Charlie Kirk supporters are doing their vigils or what they're posting on the internet. It's just like a ton of bad shit all in the name of Charlie Kirk going on the internet. And I'm just exhausted of it. And there's a lot of people that feel that way. So I've been trying to like keep my ass off the internet. But it's difficult because it's like, how do you keep up to date with the news and stay off the internet at the same time? It's a pain in the ass. What's up, Wes Minton? Happy freedom to you. Screaming Eagle. What does 2 mean? What are you talking about? Meta, I haven't ran to the post office yet. What day is it? Tuesday? I'll run there tomorrow, Meta, and let you know. What's up, Bobby Johnson? What's up, Too Real? Happy freedom. What's up, DH? What's up, Johnny? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom. Corey Luke, I bet Trump is on Friday for Charlie. Who's supposed to be doing it Friday? Is that when, I can't think of his damn, Sean Hannity's supposed to be on? I'm losing track of my days here. What's up, Gina? Happy freedom. DCAT, I'm tired of seeing Charlie Kirk get shot. I'm sick and tired of the stupid people that claimed that it was one of us. No, it was one of them. One of they, them. It's not we, the people. Yeah, absolutely. I know, I'm tired of seeing it all too. Snugs, hopefully somebody answered him. Either way, we're gonna move forward here. Like I said, Trump sues the New York Times for $15 billion alleging defamation. Now he's probably gonna win this lawsuit because he keeps going after these news companies over defamation because they won't stop talking shit and spreading lies. So he keeps winning these cases over and over again. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
President Donald Trump is suing the New York Times for $15 billion, claiming the publication defamed him. He says the New York Times is a full-throated mouthpiece of the Democratic Party and pinpointed several pieces leading to the 2024 presidential election he says were written to cause the president reputational and economic harm. Trump's lawyers filed the defamation lawsuit on his behalf in the Middle District of Florida. The 85-page complaint names the New York Times Company, publishing company Penguin Random House LLC, and several New York Times writers as individual defendants. The lawsuit names several articles by the 4 reporters and one book published by Penguin Random House. Lucky Loser: How Donald Trump Squandered His Father's Fortune and Created the Illusion of Success. Trump's lawyers say the pieces are part of a decades-long pattern by the New York Times of intentional and malicious defamation against Donald Trump. Trump is bringing 2 counts of defamation against all defendants, meaning he believes they made false statements to injure his reputation. His lawyers clarified in the complaint that the defendants wrote the articles and books with actual malice, meaning they published such statements negligibly, with knowledge of falsity of the statements and or with reckless disregard of their truth or falsity.
All right, so next time we cover that, it'll probably be when President Trump wins the lawsuit. Knowing how things go, because, I mean, President Trump was telling that reporter that we just covered a moment ago that he was smoking. He was like, your company paid me how much ever it was, millions of dollars for defamation. Now President Trump has the New York Times in the crosshairs. So he's suing them for $15 billion for defamation. He's bringing 2 counts of defamation against the New York Times, their publisher, and a few writers, saying they intentionally wrote false statements with malice and did it intentionally to defame him, which we all know that. So I don't know, it sounds like a pretty easy win for President Trump coming up. We'll see. Next up, we got Cory Booker and Kash Patel exchange fiery words at Senate hearing, saying it's my time. These 2 idiots are screaming and scolding each other over nothing. It looks just like a soap opera. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump starting this defamation lawsuit over $15 billion because they wanted to defame President Trump. What a bunch of idiots. You would think they'd learn. Free the Texan shocker. Yeah, for real. I'm glad they got money to burn. Westman, Charlie Kirk vigils are popping up all over the country. Should set a specific date and show the left what the manpower of the right really looks like while exercising our 2A, of course. They'd probably turn it into another J6. That's what they do. Anytime there's large groups of white people with guns, it turns into some media publicity stunt. But it would be interesting. It's not just the country. It's all over the world. There's a lot of people outside of the country that are holding vigils and stuff like that, too. Thus indeed, 15 billion. Holy crap. I know, that's what I'm saying. President Trump's just pushing it. He's like, every time they get me for defamation, I'm going to ask for a larger amount. So it's like, do it up. Totally care. I'm sick of hearing these a-holes celebrate death. Yeah, me too. For the text, I like watching dudes getting fucked up for trying to crash a Kirk vigil. Yeah, there's some guy that just got arrested yesterday or the day before because he went stomping through someone's vigil they had put together or whatever, but the police went and got a hold of him before everybody else did, and they arrested him. I'm not sure what they arrested him for. Maybe destruction of personal property. Stoner, rest in peace, Robert Redford. Yeah, I heard that he passed away today or in the last 24 hours or something like that. I don't know who that was, though. I mean, I know he's an actor, but I just don't... I can't recall any movies I've seen him in. You better wait till Thursday or Friday to go see your girlfriend Roxanne. Oh yeah, Roxanne at the post office. I wish she would fucking retire so I didn't have to look at her anymore. I'll go Thursday or Friday, Meta. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you, DH. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Yes, all the links are in the description there. Actually, I just realized that the P.O. box isn't on there. You'd probably be best off using the Linktree link. What's up, Moose Call? Moe's Call. Happy freedom to you. Cheeky Chops, I'm self-deporting for a free vacation to another country like a thug. Where you gonna go, Cheeky Chops? Tell them you're from the Bahamas. Corey Luca. It's both of your kitties' birthdays today. 9 years old. Well, happy birthday to your kitties there, Corey Luca. Hope today kicks ass for them. What's up, Fled? Happy freedom. What's up, Parabellum? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, they arrested him for his safety. No, I know that. I know that, but I think they actually charged him with something, but I can't remember what it was. So I want to say I seen a mugshot for it. Maggie, you should see Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid with Robert Redford and Paul Newman. I will check it out. Never heard of that. I'll give it a gander after the live. Thank you for letting me know, Maggie. Beck Frank, where's my get some? I don't know. Was he here earlier? He was here a couple hours ago. He'll probably be coming back. The hooligans pop in and out of the chat on the website throughout the day. It doesn't matter if we're going live or not. People just stop in. It's like a bulletin board. Starting, it's a great movie. I'm going to watch the trailer after the live. Maybe I'll add it to the wish list. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Cory Booker and Kash Patel exchanged fiery words at Senate hearing, screaming at each other like a bunch of idiots. Now, Booker looks exactly like an actor from a soap opera. Like, he looks like he's about to cry and stuff, and I know that's how it is. These Dems, they get all in their feelings and stuff, and, well, he's about to get into his. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Mr. Patel, in just 8 months, you have assaulted the institutional integrity of the FBI. But I know FBI field agents. I've worked with them in Newark. No matter how truly bad you are, you can't undermine the legacy of agents who fight every day to keep us safe, but you can tarnish the integrity of the agency and undermine the agency's capacity. I believe you're failing as a leader, and that your failure does have serious implications for the safety and security of Americans and our families. We're more vulnerable to domestic and foreign attack because of your failures of leadership. I don't think you're fit to hand the Bureau, but here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. He will cut you loose. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this. I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes, sir. That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is my time.
I follow you on your social media posts that tear this country apart.
To address your falsehoods.
Oh, you can try all you want
in this country.
to not take responsibility for what you have said. Sir, you're making a mockery of this committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over. The people of New Jersey tell me what my time is. You can't lecture me.
You can tell me my time's over.
You may be in charge of the FBI.
I'm not going anywhere.
But I am not afraid of you,
Mr. Chairman.
Not afraid of you.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Senator Booker, I announced at the beginning of this meeting that this back and forth talking over each other doesn't work. And I said if that happened, I asked Patel not to respond, and I was going to give him some time after the senator's time was up to respond. And he has the privilege to do that uninterrupted.
Mr. Chairman, one point of order. Go ahead, Mr. I've watched him talk over us, and you've never once criticized him for us not even being able to get our questions out.
Well,
he has been rude and disrespectful to senator after senator.
And when the senators were not giving him a chance to answer, I didn't stop the senator either. Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the FBI, under my 7-month leadership, were failing this administration in this country, why do we have 23,000 violent felons arrested this year alone? A a double increase from that time last year. Why is it that we have seized 6,000 weapons? Why have we found 1,500 child predators and arrested them? Why have we have 300 human traffickers in jail? Why have we found and identified 4,700 children? Why have we seized 1,600 kilograms of fentanyl, enough to kill a third of the American public, a 25% increase alone from last year? 88,000 kilograms of cocaine seized, 7,000 kilograms of meth seized, and that's just on our criminal operations in summer heat. How is it possible that we're taking 8 kilograms off the streets of the cities in New Jersey and preventing the deaths of 607,000 people this year alone, a failure of the FBI and my leadership? How is it that we have counterintelligence arrests already this year exceeding the numbers from the entirety of last year? 33% increase in PRC, 83% in Russia, 60% in the CI space as it relates to Iran, and we haven't even talked about CT, the southern border, the northern border.
So like I said, real dramatic there. It's, oh my God. Oh my God. How dare you call me out in front of everybody? That's how it goes. Booker over here calling him a failure as a leader while looking like a soap opera actor. Kash Patel calls it a rant of false information. Booker brings up following him on social media, and I think he's really hurt that Kash Patel's not playing ball. Either way, next up we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner and it's titled Cats versus Horses. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Booker versus Kash Patel. What's up, Live Review? Happy Freedom. Turbo. Best way is just hit him with the toilet paper because he's just shit. That's right. Matt Rogers, what an idiot. He is an idiot. What's up, Roy? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Vinny C? Happy Freedom to you. Back Frank, Booker seems like a booger. Happy Freedom boosted flames. He is. Every time Booker comes out of the dark corner, he cries in. He just gets on stage and starts just whimpering and whining about nothing. He's the guy that was trying to like break the record for the longest like temper tantrum on the house floor or something like that. That's all he does. He just goes out there and just gets real dramatic. He's like one of the cards up their sleeve. They're like, send an AOC. They're like, no, Horseface can't do it. Okay, we'll get Jasmine Crockett and her big ass eyelashes out here. It's not gonna work. All right, send in Booker. And then they got Timu Obama. It's a fucking circus over there if you think about it. I don't know. Kim, Booker's a funny little man. He thinks so. Pumpkin Booker is jealous of Kash? Probably. How come Kash ain't got no neck though? You know, every time I see him, he's like trying to crawl out of the suit, like he's just being overwhelmed. He's trying to join the Turtle Club. I don't know. He looks like he can't breathe. He looks very uncomfortable in a suit. And I mean, I'll give him that. It is uncomfortable to wear a suit, but poor guy. The review, typical liberal. That's right. Boost Flames, he believes his own BS. He does. He gave himself AI psychosis. That's what happened. Vinny C. Kash is a reptile. He might be. I don't know. Maggie. I was held up at a golf course in broad daylight by 2 thugs. I'm sorry to hear that, Maggie, but I wish I could go to a golf course. It's summer is almost over and I'm trying to deal with it. I'm having a hard time coping. What's up, Church? Happy Freedom. Screaming I don't trust Kash or Bongino. Yeah, I don't really trust those guys either. Kash, Bongino, Bondi, they love doing interviews, but they don't seem to get a lot of shit done. Church. Oh, you probably have to move the timeline. I got to do this sometimes when we raid. I'll like click somewhere in the timeline and then click the live button to get the most updated, like, you know, where you are on the video. DCat. Next year we should buy a small pig for the picnic. I'm just saying. Tell me your thoughts. We got all year. I'll even help buy it. Well, we got to get people to show up. We'd have been sitting there trying to eat a whole pig by ourselves if we would have did that this year. So we got to get people to show up. But I would like to have more options than just hot dogs. Maggie, I stopped golfing, but I sucked anyways. I suck at golfing too. I just like being outside because normally they don't have bugs because they, treat the grass and everything like that. So you get to be outside, you get to drink beer, you get to drive golf carts. And then when you knock your ball in the woods, you usually come back with 10 or 15. It's a pretty good deal. I don't know. I feel like Dora Explorer the whole time I'm out there. I love golfing. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island, I am Charlie Kirk. That's right. What's up, definitely? Happy freedom to you. Meta, stand down. I know. Over there fighting for nothing. Starn Booker's such a big crybaby. He is. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom. What's up, Xterra? Happy freedom to you. The movie Sneakers. I'll check that out, Xterra. Oh, Klaus Daniels. You make an appearance today? What's up, Bob Roberts? Happy freedom. Is this an SNL skit? Looks like it. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom. I'm gonna check something really quick. Oh, it worked. Thank you so much, DH, for the PayPal. Really appreciate all the support, and thank you for sticking with us over the years. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Tactical, I find it peculiar that none of the Republicans are complaining, and the Democrats that are complaining are the majority Democrat genre. Complain about what, though? I see that the Democrats are still talking about the Epstein stuff, but now the Republicans are saying it's a hoax. They're all saying it's a hoax now. They're trying to get it all shut down. And the Charlie Kirk thing has really helped them get away from the Epstein stuff, too. So, I don't know. Lots of moving pieces right now. Pumpkin, how's the spider bite? At first I thought it was how's the spider. Pumpkin, I'm not housing any spiders. No, the spider bite is still the spider bite. I don't know, it hurts fucking bad. Like down, not to the bone, but like down to the nerves. It hurts. It looks like it's healing, but it hurts really bad. I don't know how many days I got left. I think I got 5 more days on antibiotics. Hopefully it heals up because I don't want to go back to the damn doctor because I think I'm at $925 in hospital bills. The doctor walked in the room, went, yeah, it's warm. I'm going to give you this. $900 in fees for that. That's why I didn't want to go. It's because of that stupid bullshit right there. Like $900. Like, I should have had a prostitute do it. It would have been less than half the price. And, I could have got some extracurricular activities done as well. But next time I'm going to the fucking prostitutes. Turbo, I hope it wasn't gay spider. Turbo, it better not be. I don't want to catch that stuff, Russell, amputation is key. I'm saying we're going to have to just burn it off right at the nub. Defcon go to the walk-in clinic. I've been to the ER, and then I went to my personal doctor, and yeah. Defcon the walk-in prostitute. Yeah, that's where I'm going next time. Ramsey, too many fires to put out. I think the entire admin is overwhelmed. Could be. Pumpkin didn't even get a Band-Aid. I know. Didn't even tell me I was pretty before they started putting their hands on me. Live review. What is this? A HBBT spider. Hillbilly Buck 2 spider makes your teeth fall out. Well, I hope that's not what's going to... I hope not. I need my teeth. Thank you so much, Stoner, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Stoner. Thank you so much for the support. It says, here's some money, friend. Well, thank you, Stoner. I really appreciate it. Defcon, she'll make you feel better. That's right. Ramsey, go to your vet next time. Same meds. Yeah, pretty much. Choligare, holy crap, too much money for nothing. Yeah. The last time I went to the doctor, I walked in on crutches. I broke my ankle because some stuff happened, and I fell and touched my toes to my shin. And, like, just destroyed my ankle. So I had it wrapped in an ace bandage, went in there on crutches. They had me unwrap my leg. They put an air cast on it, which is barely more than an ace bandage. And then they charged me $9,500 for that. And then told me have a nice day. Told me I was already doing what I should be doing. And just gave me a cast over my ace bandage. And it wasn't like a whole big it was like a cast you could get at Dollar General. And it was like almost $10,000 for that. Like, nah. I hate going to the doctor. What's up, Otters? Happy Freedom. Tony Rez, how long does it take for spider eggs to hatch? I don't know, but I'll let you know when it starts. We're going to have a gender reveal party. This is going to be great. Kim, hookers can't write scripts, though. It's true. That is true. Hooligans Island Democrats are trying to compare the death of actor Robert Redford and the murder of Charlie Kirk. How did he die? I thought he just died from being old. Wasn't he like 80 or something like that? Meta, did the doctor write a refill for the doxycycline? No. Nope, they said that if it's not better by the time I get off the meds, that I need to go back. What's up, J-Rock? Happy Freedom. What's up, Killer J? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Karaticus? Happy Freedom. Did you see the Winston Marshall interview of Andy NGO? No, I have not. But I will check it out after the live, though. What the hell did I just click on? There we go. Mr. Lin. He should have kissed you afterwards. I know. I'm saying for that much money, I expected a lot more. Simply which he died in his sleep. It's the way to go if you gotta go. Stoner, if it isn't healed after treatment, give us more money. That's exactly what they said. Yep. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, we got our midlife break coming up. It's our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner and it's titled Cats vs. Horses. Now before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open your browser, come to Rumble, log in, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We got chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this funny video pulled up real quick. Come on, Discord. The cord of dis. All right, hooligans. Like I said, this is provided by Stoner, and it's titled Cats vs. Horses.
Don't bite his tail.
Oh!
Okay, Suede, too much. Hey, too much. She's just having too much fun.
Yeah, look at her.
Kitty likes it.
Oh my gosh.
Is that your friend?
Play with her, Misty. There you go.
Holy. Klaus needs a friend. It's him and the stink bugs. That's all he's got. He ain't got any friends right now. Anyways, moving forward here, getting back in the news. Next up, we got Charlie Kirk mourned at U.S. Capitol as NYPD warns of further violence. Let's get this pulled up. Now we're gonna play, I think, this video and the next one back to back. This is a follow-up video. They're going to be giving some details about the shooter and stuff like that. This is before he went to court, so anything that happened at court, I don't have any of that information yet. That'll be on tomorrow's live. But then the second video is titled ABC's Matt Gutman says that the messages of the shooter's confession to the murder of Charlie Kirk was very touching. He gets all emotional over the shooter there. Like I said, we're going to play these back to back. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Silence, please.
A vigil at the U.S. Capitol last night honored conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Among the speakers, Congressman Steve Scalise, who was shot at a congressional baseball practice in 2017.
It can never be accepted as the norm in this great country. It goes against everything that our country was founded upon.
New details are emerging about Charlie Kirk's suspected killer, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. The messaging platform Discord confirms shortly before he was taken into custody, an account belonging to Robinson claimed responsibility for the shooting with the message, "Hey guys, I have bad news for you all. It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this." FBI Director Kash Patel says Robinson has admitted to the killing.
A text message exchange where the suspect specifically stated that he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do that. And when he was asked why, he said some hatred cannot be negotiated with.
Patel says officials have seized multiple devices from the suspect's home where he lived with his romantic partner, and says DNA on a screwdriver and towel found at the crime scene are a match. We're also now learning the first person taken into custody after the shooting was allegedly trying to help Robinson escape. An affidavit revealing 71-year-old George Zinn claimed he was the one who shot Kirk, but officials say Zinn later admitted saying that to draw attention away from the real shooter. President Trump blames left-wing radicals and says Robinson was radicalized online.
It seems like he has wonderful parents, brought in a wonderful neighborhood, smart guy, great boards, great marks, great student. And then something happened to him over a fairly short period of time.
The New York Police Department is now warning of an increasingly volatile threat environment, saying the killing of Charlie Kirk and last year's killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson stem from the same toxic and violent atmosphere. The NYPD warning, rather than aligning with a single extremist ideology, malicious actors may adopt a personalized, hate-filled worldview drawn from a mix of beliefs, amplifying the risk of future attacks by lone offenders.
The political violence, targeted attacks, mass shootings that are plaguing the United States and have been for over a decade are in large part fueled by an online ecosystem that's saturated with violent and other content that's purposely placed there by foreign powers, terrorist groups, violent organizations here for the purposes of inspiring and informing future attacks.
Another alleged example, last week's school shooting in Colorado. The Anti-Defamation League says the 16-year-old who shot two students had an account on a website devoted to portraying graphic violence, including killings. The Anti-Defamation League says it alerted the FBI months ago about the account, but the FBI tells our Denver station agents were unable to confirm the identity behind the account and no action was taken. In the case of Charlie Kirk's shooting, Attorney General Pam Bondi was asked whether social media companies bear responsibility for the suspect's alleged radicalization. Her answer focused on the responsibility of parents.
Parents have got to monitor that because this starts when you're young. This starts when you're young, when you listen to these groups, when you watch these shows, and parents have got to just be vigilant.
Charges could be filed against Tyler Robinson as soon as today. Luigi Mangione, the suspect in the United Healthcare CEO shooting, is also due in court today.
Okay. So anyways, getting some more details there. What is going on here? There we go. Anyways, like I said, we're going to play these videos back to back. This next one's really short, but it's all in the same tone here. This is from a presser that happened earlier today where they gave some more details about the shooter and whatever, but this is still before he went to court and all of that. This is really quick. This is ABC's Matt Gutman saying that the message of the shooter confessing to the murder of Charlie Kirk was very touching.
We have seen an alleged murder with such specific text messages about the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate who is transitioning calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love. So it was this duality of someone who the attorney said not only jeopardized the life of Charlie Kirk and the crowd, but was doing it in front of children, which is one of the aggravating circumstances of this case. And on the other hand, he was, speaking so lovingly about his partner. So a very interesting and, as Pierre said, riveting press conference, David.
It was tough.
I think this guy should be fucking investigated too. He thinks that was touching, the communication between the shooter and his mentally ill boyfriend who wears dresses. That was a touching conversation as they were discussing how to get rid of evidence and stuff like that. That was, so touching. It sounds gay to me. I don't know. It doesn't sound very fucking touching. Bunch of fucking weirdos. Like I said, the reporter, he should be investigated too. Shit. I mean, that's just as bad as celebrating the death right there. He's getting off on it. Next up, judge dismisses terrorism charges against Luigi Mangione, but keeps the murder charge. Now, this is the assassin of the CEO health insurance guy. Now, he's facing all kinds of charges. They just dropped the terrorism charges, but he is still facing the federal murder charge, which carries the death penalty. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the updated details about the Charlie Kirk shooter, as well as ABC's Matt Gutman just gushing over all of that there. Let me see, did I write it down? I did write it down, so we'll go through the details really quick. The shooter told everyone on Discord that he did the shooting. DNA on a screwdriver and a towel matched the shooter that was left. All those items were left at the scene. The old man that was first arrested was trying to help the shooter escape by causing like a distraction, which is why he was behaving weird, because when we were covering it and trying to find details, I kept saying, why was he reading himself the Miranda rights if he's not the shooter? Like, why didn't he just say he wasn't the shooter? Well, apparently because he was trying to be a distraction for the shooter. NYPD saying malicious actors may draw from a mix of extremist beliefs, causing an increase in attacks by lone offenders. And then, of course, Matt Gutman here just being one of the Democrats, loving their assassins and gushing at the press conference over it. Let's get in the chat here. Yeah, for real, Turbo. Russell, I can't read that out loud, but yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen. The shooter's going to be loose. Simply Witchy, they charged him with inappropriate child content as well, the older guy. I did not know that. Damn, they need to fry him. Matt Rogers, I've seen a lot about the old guy being at multiple major events in the past. I think he's more important than they will tell us. I would not be surprised at all, Matt Rogers. Livid Review, all the liberals mad their comrades are losing their jobs for fermenting hate, celebrating Kirk's death, or what is that? I can't figure out what it is. Inherent? Yeah. Well, they keep saying it's a free speech thing. I keep saying it over and over again. We talked about that yesterday. If you get fired from your job from things you said, it doesn't have anything to do with free speech, because your job gets to declare what conduct is allowed at work or while you're in your official capacity of doing your job and whatnot. Free speech is if the government cracks down on you and for what you're saying. So these lefties are dumber than, it's like a new achievement of how stupid they can be. And then I saw someone else in the chat saying that lefties are saying that if you're referencing that actor Redford, if you're referencing his death, then you should be fired too, because they have no intelligence on how like policy works and stuff like that. Acknowledging that someone died is not the same thing as celebrating it and wishing that death on other people, which is what the lefties are doing. They're just ignorant, abhorrent. Yeah, Livid Review, I'm gonna have to look it up. What's up, Wolf Scout? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly old guy got caught with inappropriate child content. Yeah. Wolf Scout super weirdo. Sounds like it. What's up, Kaya? Happy freedom. They can't control impulse. They can't. They're full of feelings. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy freedom to you. Told Kara, I don't care about the shooter's sex life or preferences. If he's guilty, terminate. Yeah, terminate him, an eye for an eye. Yeah, Tool to care. MU touching just sounds just crazy sounding. Yes, yes. Like, oh, it was so touching to hear the notes as he was writing his gay shape-shifting lover to go and retrieve the rifle that he had just used to shoot somebody in front of everybody. Like, oh, it's so touching. Like, what? He should be fired. He should be fucking fired. Like, that is messed up. Hooligans Island. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that no one's retaliated yet. I mean, I'm glad. I don't want bad stuff to happen to anybody, but I'm really surprised there hasn't been any, like, real blowback. Appeal to Heaven, reporter's an idiot. Yeah, absolutely. Pumpkin, I have kitties outdoors and indoors and in the attic. You're participating in the kitty currency. There's nothing wrong with that, Pumpkin. Beck Frank, not only did it say mate, it said pub and footy. I know, I don't know what's going on with the Rumblebot. It's your fault, Beck Frank. That's what it is. You're rubbing off on the Rumblebot, and now it thinks it's Australian. Ramsey, Klaus needs a lady friend, then you could fundraise off the offspring. Klaus Daniels is fixed. He used to be a little tornado when he was a kitty. Kea, the kitty currency is catching on. It is. Back Frank, it is your fault. You broke the rumble pot. For the attacks on some right-wing reporter named Will Summer is saying Trump is lying about the shooting. What is he lying about? Like, what is he being accused of lying about? Otter's cooking a turkey? I love turkey. Good load, Turbo. You almost can't help yourself, can you? What's up, Ma Bell? Happy freedom. Stoner, dang, rubbing off the rumble bot. I mean, I guess that's what's going on. Stoner's like, for Halloween, I'm dressing up as the rumble bot. Mm-hmm. Meta vermin reporter. Yeah, being vile. Meta Dems believe that Trump is causing these hateful actions. They are brainwashed. Oh yeah, they're a bunch of idiots. Dems are out there like, go in the streets and burn shit down. Everyone's like, the Republicans are always inciting violence. Like, it's so stupid. What's up, Guess Who? Happy freedom. What's up, Grant? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Junie Bug? Happy freedom. Bobby, I'm starting to think that everything is staged. Yeah, it does seem like everything is staged. What's up, Aldo? Happy freedom. I seen some crazy Q shit the other day. They were saying like Charlie Kirk's name equals this number, and this number means this in the Freemasons, and then if you tickle your butthole a certain day at a certain time in a certain way, clockwise, not counterclockwise, then this'll happen and whatever. It's like, oh, okay, that's great. That's great. Life's fucking hard enough without doing that. I'll tell you that. I don't know. Like, I'm starting to believe that everything's staged too, but I also try to keep my... When I'm not live, I'm focusing on being happy or preparing for the live. That's all I do. I do not think about this shit at all because I have to cover too much of it. And if I walk around waiting for the sky to fucking fall, I'll be dead before I ever enjoy my life. So you gotta just know what's going on and focus on being happy. You gotta do things that make you happy because being happy is the wealthiest you will ever be. And that's the way to go. But yeah, this is all one big ass fucking soap opera that we're monitoring. And I had high hopes at the beginning of the election, but then seeing how things are going and low-level judges are standing in the way of what the president is doing and all this politics of what can and can't happen. And I don't know, it's just the constant struggle of may, could, might. And that's all that's going on. It's fucking infuriating. It's frustrating. It's stressful. So instead, I just keep track of it, and then I just go on my little walks and play Pokemon Go and stroke my furry cat and just try to be fucking happy. You know, that's the best we can do. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, judge dismisses terrorism charges against Luigi Mangione. It's keeping those murder charges. Now the lefties think this is a win. I don't really know why. Like, I don't think living in prison until you die of old age sounds like a win to me, but, you know, lefties, they don't use the brain and they cut their wieners off. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Got to get some other breaking news this morning from New York City. A judge has dismissed multiple state terrorism counts against Luigi Mangione, the man charged in that fatal shooting of the United Healthcare CEO in Manhattan last December. Mangione will still face the second-degree murder charge. This was Mangione's first time back in court in months. And you can take a look at the crowd of Mangione's supporters gathering outside the courthouse this morning. NBC's Stephanie Goss was inside that hearing and has some more details for us. Stephanie?
Hey there, Anna. So this amounts to a big win for Luigi Mangione and his defense team. What was supposed to be just an uneventful hearing in the state case against him has now turned into big news. 2 of the murder charges against him have been dropped. These are the charges connected to terrorism. The judge saying in his decision today that there was insufficient evidence to bring those charges against Luigi Mangione. In his decision, he wrote that the prosecutors did not demonstrate that there was an intent to coerce and intimidate a population, which is what is needed according to the terrorism statute here in the state of New York. That even though this crime apparently was committed for ideological reasons, allegedly, it did not do that extra step when it comes to terrorism. Now, he still faces a charge of second-degree murder in this case, another 9 charges. He has pleaded not guilty to those charges. Also important to point out, though, that there is a federal case against him as well. And in that case, he faces a murder charge that could bring the death penalty if he is convicted. These are 2 separate cases. We don't yet have trial dates for either one of them. The next hearing in state court is December 1st. Anna.
Stephanie Gosk, thank you. Please keep us posted. Let's bring in defense attorney and MSNBC legal analyst Danny.
Okay, so then they're going to go off to go and speculate, and, well, we don't need that. They're saying that the 2 murder charges connected to terrorism has been dropped. The judge says that the police did not provide the necessary evidence to meet the terrorism statute. He's facing second-degree murder and 9 other charges. He's also facing a federal murder charge that could bring the death penalty. So, I mean, the lefties, they're out there celebrating this, but this guy is very far from off the hook. Next up, we got a follow-up video. It's Ryan Routh trial. It's titled, New Evidence Includes Receipts and Handwritten Notes. Getting some extra details here about Ryan Routh. He is kind of seeming like... He seems like a loon that was living in his vehicle and then came up with these crazy ideas to do bad things to President Trump. We've also heard his voicemail as if he's a recruiter for the Ukraine military and all this other stuff. It kind of seems like he's just a crazy. He's just a crackpot. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's all a ploy. I don't know. Either way, it's what's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Luigi Mangione not being charged with terrorism. Matt Rogers, how about the coincidence of Charlie Kirk and George Floyd having the same birthday? I think that's really interesting. How come nobody pointed out that George Floyd and Charlie Kirk have the same birthday? Like, how come nobody pointed that out until Charlie Kirk died? I don't know. Like, it's so weird. Russell dude needs to fry. Yeah, absolutely. Snug stroking your furry cat? Well, dang, I know. That's why God gave me a wiener. He knew otherwise I'd never leave the house. Barely leave the house as it is. Good Lord, Russell, I can't read that out loud. Not until Saturday. Totally care. I still think that Routh is FBI. Yeah. He seems like he is something. He's connected somehow. Ghostly, we need to do away with not charging crazy people. Lock them in a box Fuck trying to fix them. Yeah. I mean, I don't care if they try and fix them, but lock them away. Like, hold them accountable. If they're a threat, keep them separate from the public. That's the whole point of jail. Like, that's the whole reason, you know, that we have that. This person's a threat. We need to keep them away from the community. Bam. Correctional facility. Like, that's where the crazy people need to be, too. Maybe not in regular jail, but, you know, some form of confinement. Hooligans Island. What about Mario? I know that Mario's not getting any spotlight right now. Otter, CIA sure loves their crazies. Yes, they do. The program is working. What's up, Jack? Happy Freedom? Yeah, exactly, Jack. Yeah. Otters. Oh, he lost his stupid smile. Looks all growed up now. Yep. He's been sitting in jail for a year. Oh, I appreciate you being with us, Goth. Magic Moon RFK is correct. America is being poisoned. Yeah, absolutely. Everything around us is killing us. Hey, thanks for being here, Stern. Sepaldo, happy freedom. Junibug, they make false conspiracies to cover the real ones. Yep. They overprovide information, so you end up in a position where the information clashes. And when that happens long enough, people will stop paying attention to it because they're tired of the arguments. Because you'll find information, somebody else will find information, and you guys will have contradicting information because some, if not all of it, is fake. And so then, like I'm saying, you know, you're just arguing. You're just butting heads with everybody you come across because there's too much information that's contradicting. And then people stop thinking about it because they don't want to hear the noise. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Ryan Routh trial update. New evidence includes receipts and handwritten notes. Now, I wish they actually had footage of the court case because I bet it is very interesting to see Ryan Routh like strutting around the courtroom and stuff. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Well, from a bullet casing to notes about flights to Mexico and Colombia, we are learning more now about the evidence collected against the man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump last year. Prosecutors and the FBI presenting evidence from Ryan Routh's SUV that also suggested he may have been living in the vehicle while allegedly planning and plotting murder. News Nation's Brooke Schaefer joins us live from outside the courthouse in Fort Pierce, Florida, as this trial gets ready for a new day of testimony now, Brooke. So what other evidence did prosecutors unveil?
Well, Kelly, the jury yesterday saw a lot of physical evidence as the prosecution here really tries to lay out what they have described as a meticulous plan by Ryan Routh to kill President Trump. The jury was shown a lot of items found in the suspect's car. Things like utility gloves, zip ties, multiple phones, the suspect's passport, license plates, even a handwritten note with information on flights to Mexico and Colombia. An FBI agent also testified there were a bunch of receipts in that car, all from places near Trump's golf course in West Palm Beach. Prosecutors say these receipts help show Routh thought about this for a while. They allege he visited Trump's golf course at least 17 times ahead of the alleged assassination attempt. Now, Routh appeared engaged on Monday in court as he continues to represent himself. We saw him taking notes throughout the day, but he still hasn't objected. In fact, the judge even objected, I guess, on his behalf, you could say, at least 5 times on Monday.
what we've seen in recent days and during the past day of trial is a judge who's now interjecting herself a little bit more, making objections, making sure that the prosecution is staying within the confines of what types of questions should be asked, how the evidence should be coming in, to make the record cleaner when it goes up to the Court of Appeals.
Kelly, this trial was slated to last 3.5 weeks, but as you and I have said, things are moving quickly. We talked to a court official out here yesterday who said some of these witnesses are being called days ahead of schedule. The prosecution says it could rest by Thursday. Ryan Routh could call his first witness by Friday. Kelly?
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download.
All right, little update there on Ryan Routh trial. Let's see. Next up, suspect. Hold on. All right. Next up, suspect fired 24 shots at off-duty Florida officer 2 hours after getting a gun, the sheriffs say. Now, they're saying that this was an assassination as well. Now, I don't know. I feel like this is a misuse of that phrase, and that's just my opinion. I think the whole Charlie Kirk situation has got everybody thinking every murder is an assassination now. But either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Ryan Routh trial update. They're saying they found evidence in his SUV that they believe he may have been living in his vehicle. They found a passport, gloves, zip ties, multiple phones, handwritten notes about flights. There was a lot of receipts from businesses nearby the golf course. They believe he visited the golf course 17 times before he did the attempt. Hopping in the chat really quick, and next up we got suspect dumped a clip, reloaded, dumped another clip on an off-duty officer. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Holy. Turbo. In 2025, you'd think they would have figured out how to not have the audio lag from the studio to the reporter by now. Yeah, I wonder if it's because they intentionally do a delay. I can cause a delay on my live streaming software. I think it's supposed to be for censorship. So if something bad happens, you can like cut the feed before anybody else sees it. I don't use it though. I'd rather have low latency than added latency. Otters, this dude representing himself. Your Honor, I call a new trial. My counsel sucks. Yeah, Otters, that's what we're all waiting for. Pilled Evan, he tried to shoot the president. Full maximum of the law forced on him. Yeah, but they didn't even want to get him. They didn't want to give him assassination attempt charges. They wanted to give him like conspiracy charges or something like that. They want to downplay the whole him going after the president thing. What's up, H-Big? Happy freedom. DEFCON, why did they make it a thing to show this guy's torso? I don't know, and they do it over and over and over again. Meta. Klaus Daniel sure fills up the circle hammock nicely. I know, it's a big old bowl of Klaus here. It's a whole bowl of Klaus. J-Rock, JD's speech yesterday was powerful. He named the enemy. Yeah, JD Vance was kicking ass yesterday. Otters, they make up fake felonies for Trump but downgrade this dude's actual felonies. That's how it goes. Damn Democrats. Well, hooligans, we're going to move forward. This is a pretty interesting story here. Like I said, this individual walked in, did a mag dump, reloaded, did another mag dump. Now this reporter is brain dead and is going to refer to these magazines as clips, but we all know the difference over here. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
But first at noon, we're learning more information about the death of an off-duty Edgewater police officer, David Jewell. He was shot and killed at a gas station in Ormond by the Sea. WESH 2, the only station to bring you the update live on air this morning.
And we have live team coverage this afternoon as this investigation continues to unfold. WESH 2's Bob Hazen finding out more about the suspect accused of gunning down David Jewell. But we begin with Volusia County reporter Pamela Combe. And Pamela, you just got an update from the sheriff, and we're learning more about just the horrific details of this case.
We are, and the sheriff just expressing how awful and senseless this shooting was. That suspect is believed to have fired 24 rounds and emptied 2 clips into Officer David Jewell. Here's some video that the sheriff's office just shared with us this morning of surveillance video from inside of that Circle K gas station. Investigators say Eduardo Machado, a clerk at the store, walked out, grabbed his gun. You can see him then come back in, open fire, and then kill Officer Jewell. Of course, that surveillance video cut off just before he fired. The sheriff calling this a cruel assassination. This all happened Monday at around 4 o'clock. Officer Jewell went into the gas station to grab some drinks while his father-in-law waited outside. When the father-in-law thought something was wrong, he called Jewell's wife, the sheriff says. She turned on her husband's police scanner and listened as the entire thing unfolded. The sheriff says he has no doubt Machado brought that gun to assassinate Jewell.
To watch the evil and the calculatingness of what he did to Officer Jewell, you cannot describe it. To unload, stop, reload, and then just go right back at it again and fire additional shots.
And the sheriff says while they're still working to verify this, the suspect's family says he's been diagnosed with a mental health disorder. He also said Machado has no criminal history, just a 2023 weapons complaint. And Machado is facing a first-degree murder charge here in Volusia County. He is currently being held on no bond, but he will appear before a judge later today at 1:30. We will be there and bring you the latest right here on WESH. Covering Volusia County, Pamela Combe, WESH 2 News.
Okay. Thank God she's pretty, because she can't tell the difference between magazines and clips. That's unfortunate. Either way, next up we have the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is Lefties Losing It, and it's titled F Around and Find Out. Lefty expelled for celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. Of course, there's going to be a plethora of lefties losing their marbles. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this piece of shit who dropped 2 mags on this officer. Once again, they said he fired 24 rounds using 2 magazines. Cop calling it an assassination, claimed that he's diagnosed with a mental disorder. He's facing first-degree murder right now. Now, again, I don't think this was an assassination. I feel like an assassination is like a hit. It's either done in front of people or it's something that's been orchestrated to happen at a specific time on a specific day at a specific location. I think this was just a murder. I think you just murdered the guy. Now, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I really think that the reason they're saying this is because of what happened last week, and, it's on the top of everybody's mind. So I think that's why they're calling this assassination. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys agree with the officer there and that this was an assassination. But I think it was just a murder. Snugs, back to mental health issues. I'm so tired of that. Yeah. Well, I mean, in one sense, it's probably true, right? A lot of these criminals probably are mentally unwell, and that's what sent them out over the edge. But they use it as an excuse. They're constantly excusing people for mental health issues instead of being like, yeah, he's going to prison the rest of his life, but he also has mental health issues. They don't ever treat it like that. They always treat it like it's an excuse when it's not. Sam, you've been in that county before? Better be safe out there. People are losing their marbles. Cass, it's not an excuse. Yep, it's true. So, Patriot Dad, happy freedom to you. For the Texans, so many people calling mags clips. Yeah, and I think rap music kind of contributed to it, because rap music, they'll be saying, you know, empty the clip, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't have a pistol that takes a clip. Like, it's stupid. It's so stupid. Patriot Dad, today is my beautiful daughter's 19th birthday. We had a great day together. It's badass, Patriot Dad. Happy birthday to your daughter. Hope today was fantastic, and I hope the rest of your day kicks ass for you. Thank you for stopping in and letting us know. I love birthdays. It's your own personal holiday. Beck Frank, don't know the difference between a magazine and a clip? Just remind me and we'll show you on free speech, or the voice chat. On the voice chat, we'll show you the difference between magazines and clips. What's up, Bob Roberts? Thank you for joining us over here on Rumble. For the Texan, yeah, and the rappers shoot their guns sideways. Yeah, because accuracy is for losers. Tony Rez, the chip clip crips. Be like, it's clips, not magazines. That's right. That's right. I love all of that, Tony Rez. That is good stuff. Yeah, Meta, that's what Klaus needs. He needs a big tower. I got Maine Coon towers I put on the wish list for him. He's digging this cat tower though. It's kind of blobbing over it a little bit, but that's okay. He likes it. What's up, Mav? Happy Freedom. What's up, Sean and Vision? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Voodoo? Happy Freedom. Happy Freedom to you, Distracted. Aldo, 24 rounds with 2 magazines, probably 45. 12 rounders. Really, you think it came with 12 round clips and 45? It could be. I mean, it could be. What's up, Amarain? Happy Freedom. What is the Chiro app? Oh, appointment. I still don't know what that is. But I appreciate you stopping in, Amarain. The review, you read a magazine and girls put clips in their hair. Duh. Yeah, the review. I don't know what we were thinking. What's up, 8-Bit? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Deborah? Happy Freedom to you. 8-Bit, I came to show off a bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Pager Dad, the switches. Yeah, no need for switches if you got accuracy. Appeal to Heaven. You have the extender clips that hold 15 per clip per magazine. Yeah, but I don't think that's what the shooter was using. I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know. I was thinking stock magazines. Most stock magazines don't hold very many rounds. I don't know. The XDM is 19 plus 1, and I think the only there's only 2 other guns that compete with that. And the one is the F&N 5.7, although that's in, I can't even think what it is now. 5.7 by 28 rounds. That's 19 plus 1 in that pistol. And there's a Taurus that I think also shoots 9mm that's 19 plus 1. Almost every other pistol, as far as I know, shoots less than 19 rounds per factory magazine. 8-Bit, 16 hours. I'll check it, 8-Bit. Just give me a second. 10-man most 45s are single stack mags. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too. Russell, a clip equates to a speed loader. Yeah. The only thing I have that uses clips is the SK. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, we're getting into the last little bit of the news before we get into all the fun stuff. Now, this is Lefties losing it, although Rita is not with us today. We got this woman hanging out with us, whatever her name is. I am inclined to believe she has fake teeth. That's okay. Either way, this is titled F Around and Find Out. Lefties expelled for celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. Let's get those likes up, hooligans, and let's get into this.
And now it's time for Lefties Losing It. Hundreds of violence apologists have now faced the professional consequences of celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. US teachers, doctors and pilots have all been sacked, suspended or had their employment placed under review. But that hasn't stopped dim-witted lefties from pursuing the same self-destructive path.
Yo, homie dead! Yo, homie dead! He got shot in the head! Yo, homie dead!
But it's a case of, as the kids say, F around and find out. Texan Governor Greg Abbott later tweeting the woman had been expelled from her college. Meanwhile, best-selling author Jodi Picoult went off on an unhinged rant in a ridiculous attempt to gloss over the alleged shooter's leftist radicalization.
Shocker, the shooter was a cis white man from a Trump-supporting family who was raised to love guns.
Seriously, Jodi, maybe stick to the fiction in your airport novels. Meantime, ex-CNN host Don Lemon was trying his best to get the answers he wanted for his Man on the Street podcast, except this woman was having no bar of it.
What do you think would happen to Charlie Kirk?
It's just messed up, totally messed up. You know that was messed up. Like, nobody deserved that. He definitely didn't deserve that. He was a good guy.
You think he was a good guy?
I think he was.
Even though he says things that are anti-women, black, all that?
I can't judge him for that.
And Lefty's favourite Joy Reid posted this bizarre video in which she appears to be drinking while staring into her laptop camera, listening to an anti-Kirk ballad.
There's a full-blown fire in America and a fascist on Air Force Two.
But honestly, what hope is there for young people when even little kids are being indoctrinated with such hatred?
I have the best news ever.
What? Donald Trump died?
Second best news.
The vice president died?
Okay, third best news.
That Elon Musk died?
Okay, no. Nobody died. My best friend's getting married.
Which one is it?
Taylor Swift!
Sick, and the mum just laughs. We blurred those kids' faces because I'd hope those girls grow up to regret being taught to say things like that. But here's what they risk becoming if they don't.
I've opened X to a bunch of little crying and whinging about how political violence is never the answer. I'm sick of this idea that you can't meet violence with violence. If somebody was smacking you in the face in the corner of a room over and over, you're going to hit them back. You have to. You're not getting out of that unless you do.
The lunacy shows no signs of abating. Now to the latest on the investigation into Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. The FBI has revealed it's found the suspect's DNA on the roof where the fatal shot was allegedly fired from. And they've also discovered what appears to be a confession made by the accused in an online group chat where he wrote, "Hey guys, I have bad news for you all. It was me at UVU yesterday. Sorry for all of this." Joining me now for more on this is Sky News contributor Kosha Garda. Kosha, great to see you.
Okay. It is obviously hard to fill Rita's shoes. Those other women, they do fine, but it's definitely not how Rita does it. Either way, that is the last little bit of the news I had for you hooligans today. We are going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be doing an unboxing, and then we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Beck Frank. And we got our two funny videos of the day. Both of them were provided by Ghostly. First one's titled A Little Rain Dance, and our official funny video of the day is titled Hypnosis. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Lefties losing it. That mom should have her kids taken away. If your kids are like excited about someone dying, you're raising little psychopaths. Like, that is not good. Face the flowers. It's just not good. Russell Kirk was not violent. Right. You're right. What's up, Bones? Happy freedom. Bones. Compact firearms hold less round, shorter grip. Yeah. My Hellcat, I think, only holds 13 or something like that. Goth. You could tell the Swiftie mom sounds drunk as hell. Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible seeing those little kids being like, oh, this person died and that person died. Like, what? So crazy. Otters are going to get sick of trying to impress their mom in no time. Trust me. Yeah. Well, hopefully they need to I don't know. Kids need to listen to their parents, but that's not a parent. If their mom is teaching them that stuff, she's not a parent. She's a threat. What's up, Dennis? Happy freedom. Free the attacks of Joy Reid is ugly. She's so ugly. What's up, Voodoo? Thank you for joining us over here on Rumble. Otters, Full Metal Clippies. That's so funny. 10-man kids mimic what they see. Yes, they do. What's up, Crispy? Happy freedom. I'm not sure what this is, Crispy Sunshine. It's cool, though. What's up, Wendy? Happy freedom. Wendy, we said what the fuck at the same time? Yeah, I believe it. What's up, Cooper? Happy freedom. Horrific. Yeah. Yeah, those kids have no idea what they're, being brainwashed to do. What's up, Brenda? Happy freedom. Amarain. Oh, the chiropractor. Oh, I see what you're saying, Amarain. Well, I'm still happy you made it. It's okay, Walt. Happy freedom. Cheeky Chops, nuts. Yep. Turbo me after I swim to Australia. I don't know what to say to that, Turbo. Appeal to Heaven, my dog Max loves digging holes. Got to train him to find gold. That's right, Appeal to Heaven. Alright, hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff here. Like I said, we're going to be doing an unboxing here in just a moment. We're also going to open today's door of the advent calendar sent by Beck Frank. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see who sent me what in the mail today. It makes noise. You don't like that, Klaus Daniels? You'll be alright. If you don't want to listen to it, you could always start paying rent. What did we get and where did it come from? Did they just throw trash in here? This is necessary. This is necessary part of the packaging. It keeps the item safe. They just thought they'd throw that in there. Let me see. What is this? Stuff. Things and stuff. Okay. Where's the papers? Enjoy your gift from Donna Sparks. Well, let's see. What did we get here? This is cool. Oh, very cool. Look at that. Stars and Stripes bald eagle pin. Very nice. I'm going to put that right on my winter coat. I'm going to be styling all winter. And then we got some new noise makers here. We got to test them out. This is I've been adding stuff onto the wish list, and I think the noisemakers are a lot of fun. So now we got cow ones for when there's fat girls on the screen and stuff like that. Thank you, Donna Sparks. I really appreciate it. It's so cool. Let's get these all set up here. You never know when we're gonna need it. Here's a bag for Klaus. That's for you, buddy. Yes. Thank you, Donna Sparks. Really appreciate it. Here, Klaus, you can have this too. Yes. There you go. Kitty origami. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. What are you gonna do with it? Okay, well, there you go. There you go. Anyways, holy, so cool. Let's see what we get today on the advent calendar sent by Beck Frank. Now, I don't remember what day it is. Maybe day 8? Could it be? Is there a day 8 on here? I can't see it. Here we go. Let's figure it out. It's not day 8. It's day 9. How did I find that yesterday? Couldn't find it today. Didn't remember it. Do you guys believe I make it on my own? Where is day 9? Day none. Day no. What is in here? Whoa. What is this? Okay. I have no idea what this is. Oatmeal raisin shortbread. It's a recipe and a cookie cutter to make it the Skyrim logo shape. And it's a whole recipe on this card here. That is so badass. Thank you, Beck Frank. I really appreciate it. Holy. Got all the cool stuff today. All right, let's get into our funny videos here. Like I said, they're both provided by Ghostly. Let's get this pulled up real quick like. Also, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick. I think we are on the last advent calendar, so if you would like to send us an advent calendar so we can keep things moving, go check out the wish list link. You can find it in the description of the video. You should be able to find it on the link tree. If you go to the wish list, go to sort and select custom, and it will put everything in order. I don't know why Amazon changed it, but it'll put everything in order, and the most important things are at the top of the list, and the least important things are at the bottom of the list. And I got a shit ton of advent calendars if you want to keep things going. But either way, moving forward here, like I said, first funny video of the day provided by Ghostly, and it's titled A Little Rain Dance. Guess I missed it. Just a little rain dance there. Moving forward, next up, another video by Ghostly. And this one's titled Hypnosis.
If I snap my fingers, you'll forget that you were ever gay.
I was never gay.
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yes.
No, stop. You can't. I was never gay.
Okay.
No, I was never gay.
Sure.
You can't just state something and snap your fingers and then be like, I was never gay.
If you say so. If.
That's how it works. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm gonna grab this Linktree link really quick. We're gonna read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Ah, Guess Some, you made it. Happy freedom to you, Guess Some. Well, that's awesome, Crispy. Well, thank you so much for the support. I can't believe how well the hypnosis worked. Either way, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. We're going to read through really quick. We got the pledge coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy Freedom. Guess I'm key repeat everything. I could just give me a second. We'll have the replay ready shortly. Happy Freedom to you, Simply Witchy. For the text and the hypnosis was so good, I think I forgot. Thanks for being here, Dustin D. Beck Frank, send me Skyrim cookies. They're going to be stale by the time they get there. We'll have to figure something out, Beck Frank. Ghostly, why are you gay? For the text, bro was dancing for just a little rain. Just a little rain dance there. Hey, thank you for being here, Vinny C. Cass, the Halloween Advent Calendar is no longer available. What? I will have to go update things. Thank you for letting me know, Cass. Hey, thanks for being here, Too Old to Care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Pumpkin. You're the bestest. What's up, Rich? Happy Freedom to you. Busy day. Well, don't be working too hard out there. Gotta save some room for fun. What's up, Brenda? Happy Freedom. What's up, Love Tina? Happy Freedom to you. Hey, thanks for being here, Sam. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, thanks for being here, Otters. All right, hooligans. It's that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, hooligans, we did the thing, so it is time to raid out over on Rumble. Let's see who's live. Yesterday we raided Rotella. Who's live today? Glamour's live. Pudge is live. Zaku is live. Let me see. Wilkie's live. We could raid Wilkie. See Pudge, and then we're talking about God last time we raided them. Let me see. When did Wilkie start? 10 minutes ago. This is the way to go, I think. We're gonna get him started on a good live stream of the day. There we go. All right, we're gonna raid Wilkie. Like I said, he just got started, so let's get him started off on the right foot here. Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you land.
Let's get this thing man legend.
And now, the big splash, the overdose, and finally, the high notes.
Are you gonna run tonight, there? Mr. Manipulation. I didn't see you. Ghostly method. Mr. Jeff Mac.
We're playing quick cash, where the quickest
What
team to
is
collect the
happening
quantity
with
that we're
the
looking for claims the day.
Man.
Absolutely, Scotty.
I got
Time
it.
for our contestants to prove
Okay,
their mettle.
forget the game, man. We're gonna party over here. Appreciate you. Thank you for the raid. Everybody is. Come on in. Welcome.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Very good. Very good. Wilkie is very cool. Well, we're going to read through one last time, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, kids, today? Happy freedom to you. Thank you, Rappy. Much love to you. Patriot Dad, gonna watch a Breakfast Club with the kid. That's awesome. Enjoy the rest of the day, Patriot Dad. What's up, Fresca Bean? Happy freedom. Thanks for being here, Meta. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom. Thank you for stopping in. Rich. Oh my goodness. I hate working on cars, Rich. Good luck to you. Hey, thank you, DH. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for sticking with us. Thank you, 10 Man. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. All right, hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we are wrapping this up, but we'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. Go out there and enjoy your day. Find yourself some good food, but please be safe. We know these lefties and these crazies, they're all out there making excuses and being violent. So stay safe out there and make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.